Hello, everybody. It's Gianluca Carbone from the podcast Tennis Science, and I will try to give you a new holistic performance analysis in the triple reading of tennis, physical, and mental. The title of the podcast of today is When the Winner's Shots Become Unforced Mistakes. The tennis chalk. How is possible? 1 month ago, I was playing so good, unbelievable, and now I cannot hit the court. So the psychologist Frederick Bartlett, already in 1932, said, when I make the tennis stroke, I don't produce something absolutely new, and I never repeat something old. The first question is, put in depth our beliefs. To be or not to be? That is the question. This is the monologue of the Shakespeare's Hamlet. In our case, analyzing a player, the question is to be able or not to be able. The common point to many players is the lack of awareness of their real skills. Most of the players at every level think to be able to do a shot because maybe they won a tournament or against strong players, they play that shot in an unbelievable way, but in the reality, they don't know. They don't know what I call SIC, Shot Identity Card. They don't consider the conditions, the opponent, the level of nervous tension. They don't know when the chalk will arrive and why. There are not automatic strokes in tennis. So, finally, how analyzing a tennis player about the strength and weaknesses? 4 points. Point number 1, see as curiosity. The attitude to study himself and the curiosity to know, and in case to change without being afraid about the new version of himself. This is the condition sine qua non. The first point, the attitude. Number 2, N as numbers. Statistics in different tournaments and conditions about the common points of winners and mistakes can give to the player an MRI of his shots in terms of biomechanics so that can understand his kinetic chains. How, when are in the middle, how, when are borderline. This is a very important concept. I explain better what I mean. This analysis concerns the footwork and the lack of explosive strength in some part of the body. These 2 points give the right flow, the right coordination to play a shot. Point number 3, B as biomechanics. Let's consider a shot where the pushes, in biomechanics, the pushes are called force momentum, are not well balanced, are not well combined. The player likes to push more, for example, with the hip and with the shoulder, blocking the legs, pushes, and the wrist. It will be borderline when on very fast surface, because these kind of movements are slower than a shot played with a more fluent kinetic chain that starts from the feet to arrive to the wrist. Also, injuries come from this overload of a joint because in the full coordination is more worn. Point number 4, A as aerobic power. Last but not least, one of the skills more undervalued in tennis is the aerobic power. This topic is very complex because it includes many effects. Oxygen capacity has many effects on stiffness, coordination, flow, but also in recovery, inflammation, and finally, in the prefrontal decisional process. Well, we are in the end of this podcast, and I want to finish telling you that I like this sport because it changes colors very fast. And it needs to have a holistic view of the problem, especially in the modern tennis, to recognize the chameleon that there is in the jungle. Thank you very much, and see you to the next episode. Bye bye.